Welcome back. So today we're looking at the SKT-40 squad. This is a BR-3 sniper squad for the USSR. So, who are they? They are the 2nd Guards Rifle Division, 18th Guards Reconnaissance Company. Per their description, initially the division was formed in July 8th, 1940 as the 127th Rifle Division. It took part in the Battle of Smolensk, where the division was awarded the honorary title of Guards for the shown military courage. The division continued to defend the capital from the onset of enemy troops, already as the 2nd Guards Rifle Division. Now, what makes them special? This is a premium sniper squad. What that means is that you have a 5-man squad with 1 engineer and 4 snipers. They are all equipped with the premium weapon, in this case, the SKT-40. Now, what is the SKT-40, you may be wondering? Well, the SKT-40 is essentially a cut-down SVT-40. That's basically what it appears to be. I think it's described as being like a pre-war prototype or something along the lines of that. As for what it does in game, it does 13.9 damage at 10 meters, 10.9 at 100, muzzle velocity of 775, 350 rate of fire, 2.4 reload time, shot deviation of 5, so little tack driver. Vertical recoil of 97, horizontal 29, but it's a rifle, so does that really matter? Feed system, 10-round magazine, 3.8 kilos, and it can only fire in semi-auto. Now, one of the nifty things about this rifle is that the scope is set up in such a way that you can still use the iron sights, which can be very useful, especially for how I play this squad. Now, it should be known that there is a tech tree semi-auto sniper at BR3 as well, and that is the Sniper SVT-38. So, the Sniper SVT-38 is going to do 14.4 at 10, 11.8 at 100. Its muzzle velocity is 815, 350 rate of fire, reload time of 2.6, shot deviation of 5, 88-22 vertical horizontal, 10-round magazine, semi-auto, weighs 4 kilos. So it is similar, but different. It is doing a little bit more damage, and it is firing its rounds at a slightly higher velocity. That's kind of to be expected when this has a shorter barrel. Generally speaking, I think you could use one or the other, and you're probably going to have a decent experience gun to gun. Obviously, the SVT is going to do a little bit better over longer range, but in my experience, if your intention is to sit back and snipe, and you're going to be that kind of sniper, then even if you're playing at BR5, you should probably just bring the 9130 sniper rifle. You're going to have a better experience. Now here's the thing. In a normal sniper squad, you can only get 3 snipers. They're generally a little bit on the smaller end squad size-wise. I think they're, I don't really have many full-sized sniper squads, but I think they go up to 5, maybe 6. I think they're 5, though. So you're getting about the same amount of soldiers, plus maybe 1. I just can't remember if they're 5 or 6. But you're getting about the same number of soldiers. The thing is, you can bring a comms guy, you can bring a medic, you can bring an engineer, a machine gunner, an AT soldier. So you have choices in what you can bring in a tech tree squad that potentially offers it more variability. The thing is, if your goal is to get a sniper squad, the only way to get 5 snipers in a sniper squad is to get a premium sniper squad. Like, if you take paratroopers, you get 2. If you bring a tech tree squad, you get 3. You can add a sniper onto some of the other various squads, but usually it's like 1 designated marksman. With this squad, you're able to get 5. Technically, one of them's an engineer, but he's using the same gun as everybody else. Effectively, he's a sniper. Your engineer is going to be able to do all of the engineer things. He can build literally anything you want. You can do AT guns, spawn points, machine guns, sandbags, barbed wire, AT traps. You get the idea. They can build all the stuff. Ammo boxes. So you're giving up the ability to have like an AT soldier, you're giving up a radio operator. They're not really necessary, they're just nice to have. Now, we should talk about the playstyle that comes with a squad like this. With a normal sniper squad, especially if you're running bolt-action snipers, you may want to run a smaller squad size, sit at range, pick off people. With these guys, having the full 5 guys is good, because you want to push with them. This is the type of squad where I don't treat them like they're gonna sit in the bell tower and like hold off the enemy advance on the town, or perch up on top of like a mountain and pick people off a mile away, or hide in the bushes. These guys, I'm going to push the flanks, and I'm going to try to pick off anybody that I see, but, you know, hopefully having a scope, I'm going to be more accurate about it than, like, your standard rifleman. But I am going to push the objective just like another rifleman. I guess the comparison here is it's kind of like throwing an ACOG on like an M4 or an M16, in that it allows you to reach out and touch people a little bit better. It allows you to be more precise. But because of the way this gun's set up, you still maintain the use of your iron sights. You still get pretty good vision with it. Like, there are 2 little struts, but you still get most of your peripheral vision. So they're very comfortable to push and attack with. I actually find them a lot of fun to use, because I don't know if it's really true, but I feel like I play more tactically with them. Because I can go, like, building to building, secure the building, go upstairs, like, sit in a window and like, pick off a few guys, see where the enemy spawn beacon is, push to that, like, shoot it, mine it, whatever, push into the objective. I don't know, they're fun to use. Now, you might be more effective just running a normal, like, 9-man rifleman squad, because you're just going to have more bodies, and at the end of the day, these guys just have semi-automatic rifles. But I think that they're fun to use. Now, the other squad that I would like to compare them to are their German counterpart. The Germans have a BR3 sniper squad with the Sniper Gewehr 41. The Sniper Gewehr 41, stat-wise, it's doing 14.4 at 10, 11.8 at 100, 750 velocity, 350 rounds a minute, 4.8 reload, 3 for shot deviation, 85-30 for recoil, 10-round magazine, and semi-auto. So, it is doing a little bit more damage, and admittedly, it's the type of sight setup where it looks like you should still be able to, like, peek under the sight on it, but you can't. I think there is actually, like, a little bar that blocks where your rear sight would be, but there's still a little gap there where you could potentially see the front sight, so I don't know, like, is it a huge loss? Not really, but it is one of the neat little features that the SKT has, and I kind of like being able to use it on the SKT. You do a little bit more damage as the German squad, and otherwise, I feel like they basically fulfilled the same role. And I've had the German squad for a long time, and I like the German squad, I use them a lot. I don't feel like I notice the 0.5 damage loss versus the sniper Gewehr. But there are probably situations where people have vitality and they're just the right distance away from you, where it probably does come into play and you have to shoot them an extra time. You do have a detachable magazine, which is really convenient. I'm pretty sure the sniper Gewehr, like all other Gewehr 41s, loads from stripper clips, but you can do like half reloads on it. But generally speaking, they're gonna have the same play style, where you kind of want to push with them, but play kind of in the mid-range. And I don't know if one's better than the other. Certainly the German one is more unique in that there's no competition for it in the tech tree. And I think that gives the German one a little bit more value, tech tree to tech tree, than the Soviet one. The only real downside to this squad, and the only thing that I really dislike about them, and something that I went out of my way to fix, is that they are all dressed head to toe in white uniforms on Moscow and on Stalingrad. And Rzhev, since Stalingrad and Rzhev share. So what I did is I made them look like a lot of the other guys in my army. I have like a customization that I just think looks really cool on the Soviets, where I give them these like dark, they're not quite black, but these like dark blackish jackets, and I give them black ushankas. And I think that it makes them stand out less. I found initially I was getting shot at a lot, probably because white helmets, white trench coats, I think they might have even had white pants, I'm not 100% sure, but they absolutely had white trench coats on, which reach almost to their ankles. Which, if we got like a really good snowy map, would be great. But the problem is, in most maps that we do have, it just makes them stand out. Now, if you get Berlin, they're dressed like everybody else in Berlin, and they don't have these white uniforms, which is really nice. But if you don't have appearance orders, like I was sitting on a bunch of them, so I just spent them all. But like, this is one of the squads that I spent them on, and I think their performance has definitely increased since I did that, because I feel like I don't stand out as much. This is also an issue for their German counterpart. But you can do the same thing with their German counterpart, where you take their uniforms in Stalingrad or in the Bulge, and you swap them for darker outfits that, you know, are not white smocks and white helmets. It's just something that I think has to be mentioned when talking about this type of squad, that if you do pick them up, you don't have to change their uniforms, but I feel like it helps. Which is a little bit of a shame, because admittedly, the white trench coats they have, they look so cool. Like, I do think that that's one of their selling points. Same with the German squad. They have these, like, white cheesecloth face masks. And in both cases, I think their stock uniforms look really cool. It's just, I don't like running around in bright white uniforms, because I feel like they get me shot. So, would I recommend this squad? I think they're a little bit more on the niche side. Generally, when it comes to sniper squads in Enlisted, my stance on them is usually, you know if you want them. Like, if you want them, you want them. But they're not a squad that I think most people will be on the fence about. Like, you'll either look at them and see, oh, hey, there's 5 snipers, that's really cool, and you'll want to pick them up. Or you just don't like snipers at all. And that's fine. At BR3, they're competing against the PPD-40, or not the 40, the PPD-1944, and the AK-9K. I think for most people, they're absolutely going to be a pickup before you get the AK-9K, just because a lot of people don't like to fly planes, and then even if you do like to fly planes, while the Ak-9K is an awesome plane, it's a very niche playstyle. Like, it's very good at killing tanks, it's pretty okay at killing bombers, but it does not kill infantry. Against the PPD, like, the PPD has its own positives and drawbacks. Like, it's a legacy premium squad. If that bothers you, you might not want it, and this might have more value. If you like pushing objectives, the PPD might be the better choice, but you can still push objectives with the SKT, and I push objectives all the time with the SKT. So, I think it's a very cool squad. I just don't know if it's for everybody. And certainly, if you compare it to some of the, like, great general purpose squads, like the Sniper Squad or the Half-Track Squad, like, it doesn't stand up to those. You can put, like, or you can pick up snipers out of a box with your paratroopers when you want to snipe, and, like, 2 snipers isn't 5 snipers. But at the same time, when you don't want to snipe, you have AT, you have assault, you have mortars. You're a paratrooper, right? And you can play at every BR. And then with the half-track, you can play at every BR. So, if you don't have the paratroopers, if you don't have the half-track, I would make sure that you either have them or that you are certain that you don't want them before I would suggest you look at something like the SKT. But if sniping is your thing, and you want an aggressive sniping squad, one that can play in the close range and the mid range without really taking like a disadvantage or a hit to their performance, and one that can play at longer ranges when you really want to, the SKT is a good squad. I don't think that they're bad. I don't really think that the damage drop-off versus the SVT-38 sniper in the tech tree is enough of a detriment to not recommend this squad. Especially because I'm getting 2 more snipers in this squad. So let me know what you think down below. Do you have them? Do you like them? I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't seen more low BR sniper squads come out. There are 2 for the Pacific. One of them, I believe, is an Australian commando team, and the other one was just recently out in the gold sale, and they're the Japanese Bushwookies. And I'm curious if it's because the squads either didn't sell particularly well, but I feel like a German and a Russian, like BR1 or BR2, probably BR1 is where I would go, sniper team, would probably do really well. But maybe I'm wrong. Like, they don't even have to be particularly special. I mean, they can have, like, 9130 snipers with like, 5 dudes. But, anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let me know what you think down below. I like them. Just make sure if you pick up a sniper squad, you know that you're going to enjoy a sniper squad. As per usual, get out there, kick ass, take names, and win your games.